What's up, boys? Welcome to the fourth installment of my Road to Max series. I am back to working on Runecrafting. In the last video, I was leveling out my stats so I could put my tiers of Gothics points into either agility or mining. I'm good with either of those. Honestly, good with putting it into Hunter now that I've gone through so much 3-ticking Chinchampas. But today I have saved up a 300 Guardians of the Rift pulls. It's very hard for me not to like rip those open like a pack of Pokemon cards. But what we're looking for out of these is one, the pearls. Out of 300 plus these 94, if we go on rate, we should be able to get the robe top of the eye and maybe also the ring of the elements, which would be good, which would just leave us with the guardian's eye. Other than that, what we're looking for is any of the dyes. I don't have any of them. The abyssal protector would be great to get out of the way. If I get 99, I probably won't be coming back for the abyssal protector like anytime soon until like I'm like actually pet hunting. And the tarnished locket, which I think that comes from the what are these called, the intricate pouches. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they are. Anyways, I am going to shut up and we're gonna start pulling this rifts, and yeah, I'll put myself on mute here and maybe tell you guys some RuneScape stories from my RuneScape past. Wanted to tell you a quick story. So this is probably like the strongest RuneScape memory that I personally have. I'd love to hear yours as well. Let me know down in the comment section below, because we probably all have something similar to these veins. I was about 11, between 11 and 13. I'm not really sure. I'd have to go back and just like check some stuff. But so I had a day one friend, like literally your first day in RuneScape. Met this friend, did like a bunch of the stuff together. You'd go like PK with your myth simmies in north of Varrock there. You know, all the good old stuff back in the day. And out of nowhere, he hits me up, just out of the blue, telling me that he got the full black G armor. Back in the day, this was about 250k. It was the same amount as Rune, and if you're a free-to-play player, that is a ton of money. The best money back in the day in free-to-play was chopping yew trees, which I don't even want to know what the hourly rate on that was, but I sure as shit didn't have 60 woodcutting yet, so I was nowhere near as rich. I think my bank value, if I remember back, it was 47 or 48k at this point, and that was a lot to me. That was a lot of grinding. I don't even remember what my money makers were back at that time. But anyways, he tells me that he got the black gold trim armor, and not only that, but actually he met a guy who trimmed it for him. He actually just had to buy the black armor, and his friend would trim it for him, which is awesome. But you know, I actually had already seen the scam. I knew it was a scam in game. You would see the people, like, there wasn't money doublers back then, this far back, like 2005 era, but there was a lot of armor trimming, and like people fell for it. Like people actually fell for it. Like the same way that some idiots now fall for those like GE gambling bots, like people fell for the armor trimming. That's why it's like such a meme. But yeah, so I even knew about this, and yeah, he told me it's just like, yeah, just like all you have to do is give me your password, and don't even worry, I will do this all for you. I don't even have to get this other guy like your information. Just give it to me and everything will be fine. And you know what? My idiot ass typed that password right into that private chat and sent it right over. Like the second I did it, you get that like sinking feeling in your stomach. You know, like you see the cop car following behind you for like 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden the lights turn on. It's like that feeling. It's like, oh, what did I do? And then you're just hoping that everything's okay. And in this instance, it wasn't. You know, I log out, give him like his 20 minutes or so that he said he would need to be able to get me that black Jeep, and oh boy, did I want it. It's still a beautiful set of armor. And yeah, I, you know, go do like whatever else my child brain wanted to do at the time, come back, and, you know, your password doesn't work. You try it like 20 more times, you know, like you might have mistyped it, you know, after the, like the third time, you're pretty sure you didn't, but you keep on doing it anyways because the hope is still alive on some level. And you know, that hurt a lot. I was in tears. I called one of my friends who also played RuneScape just on the phone, cold called. I had never talked to this friend on the phone before in my life. But, you know, no, I had to talk to somebody about this, had to figure it out, asked him for advice and everything, and he didn't know about recovering counts at that point. So I just made a second account. It was the same name as my first account, but it was just, I put an L in the name, just like yeah, it was the same thing, and I couldn't get the name back, and I really did want my name back, but you know, I couldn't have that. And lo and behold, I added my old account or my first account, and it's online. Somebody is on my account.
Collection log slot completed.
We gotta die. That is sick. First one out of the way. Yeah, just need the 2 more, and then we're done with those. Yeah, done with those, and the all we would need left is the pet. Sick. It's the person who took it. And I talked to him, immediately hit him up, and told him, I know you're not going to give me my money back. Like, you took all of that, but all I want is my account back. Just take all of the items on it. I put a lot of work into my fishing skill. I think I had like 50 fishing at the time, which is a lot for free to play back then. You know, when you're like doing lobsters and swordfish on Karamja, and then like walking over to the boat, taking it back, walking all the way to Port Sarim, and then walking back to the boat. You know, that's a lot of time for a kid to do free-to-play fishing. And he agreed. Yeah, he told me the password he changed it to. I immediately went to the RuneScape website, changed the password.
Collection log slot.
Oh,
completed.
A second die. Oh my god. So sick. I was going so dry on those before. Well, not like technically super dry, but overrate. But that makes up for it. We got 2. Just need the last one. Man, I gotta think of like what colors I'm dyeing my gear after this. Now that we got 2 of them. When I logged in, there was no friends list. He had deleted the friends list entirely, and I actually got a private message from one of them about 3 or 4 days later saying that they had bought my account and that they were like demanding that I give my account to them, which is hilarious. I had to explain to the person, I was like, hey bud, like, I'm sorry this dude screwed you over, but like, this is my account. I made this. I actually became good friends with this person too, funnily enough. And yeah, another person who's still on my friends list today. And he told me the original name of the person who had scammed me, because I only had known the name of my friend who he had, but I also knew the password that the scammer had changed my password to, and now I knew his original account. So my brain got to thinking a little bit, and now that I knew that his account username, there was no emails back then, so you just logged in with his username. And you know, what if this guy just uses the same password for everything? So I give it a shot, log right in, and we are in the Falador Bank on the scammer's account. It was kind of a disappointing. Like, there were no bank pins back then, so I go right into his bank, and like all there's like 150k coins and like a full set of rune armor. And for some reason, my dumbass was honor bound, and I traded back over my 48k using this friend who I had met who had bought my account as the middleman, the mule here. So trade over the 45k, and then we may or may not have liquidated the account and traded it back over to his for all the money that he's lost. I didn't want any blood money on my account, so I only took back what was taken from me initially. And yeah, I sure re-added the scammer's main account onto mine. Just, you gotta let them know that you're the one that fucked them. So had a good amount of fun with that. But yeah, this is the strongest RuneScape memory I ever had. It was like a very cheerful little saga in my young life. We lost the account, we got it back, and then we got all of our gold back in the end. And ultimately, the scammer got fucked in the end. Oh man, literally 1 pearl shy of being able to get the top and the ring. Either way, super hyped about this whole run of the pearls. Before this, I was going pretty dry on pearls. I was like 200 under where I should have been, but we actually went over rate which is great, by like over 50 pearls. Ecstatic. We got 2 of the dies, and I have a bunch of these intricate pouches to open. Yeah, I'll get them out and open them and then do the price check. Oh shoot, I need a little bit more inventory space. There we go. Ooh, 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 ooh. Wants me to...
Collection log slots.
Oh, and there's the locket! Man, I don't even need these pouches anymore. Oh, we're just filling out log slots left and right. Dude, it's great to see. I'm gonna be here for a long time, longer regardless, just because, what's it called? The... Oh, shoot, I can't think and, do this at the same time. Because of the thing for the pet transmog. So, I mean, we'll have chances to get, like, all of the rest of the stuff. There we go. Robe top of the eye. The set is complete. We just need one more pearl to get the ring out of the way. I'm going to save up 200 more just to even this off at 500 for the video. So we're definitely going to be getting the ring unless we get a stroke of, like, beyond ridiculous bad luck. But, man, yeah. 4 collection log slots, almost 5. 1 pearl away from 5 collection log slots from that run. That is amazing. So much better than the rest of this grind. I could not be happier with this. Oh, completely forgot to price check. Yeah, let's just throw these in real quick. Cool, 2 mil from that. It's not a good moneymaker. That took probably like 15, maybe even more hours to do that. I've been after it. But yeah, 2 mil GP plus all the runes from the minigame itself. And I think, I'm not sure if I did any AFK souls on this though, but I started at, I think it was like 800k to 95, and we've done like 470, almost like 500k runecrafting EXP in those rift pulls. So that's the real reward right there. Just want to finish this off, get that to 99. Honestly, I can't believe that my runecrafting is this high. Like, so much of the time that I've played this game has been like, yeah, like runecrafting's the worst skill. Like, I'm never gonna be above 50, but like, man, just seeing it that high is just nuts to look at.
Level up completed.
Woo! 95 runecrafting. That's kind of like the last big like milestone level before 99. It's just, it looks nice, like the 95. It's just cleaner than 96, 97, and 98. Yeah, I don't know. It feels more significant to me. I don't think we unlock anything. Oh, we do! We can make Wrath runes now. I'm not gonna be making Wrath runes because I just want to do Guardians of the Rift and AFK. I just have some AFK time today. That's why I'm at Souls. I spent like the whole weekend at Guardians of the Rift. I have like 500 pulls or so. I already did 300, which you saw in the clip before this, but should be another 200 coming to wrap this one up. Hopefully we can get our last die or a pet, but yeah, man, 4 more levels. We're not really that close. What are we at? 877. We need like 13 mil EXP. We're still far away, but yeah, man, it feels like we're close. It feels like we're very close, and I'm gonna be grinding the ever-loving shit out of runecrafting until we finish this one off. So it should be fairly quick-ish. I am back here with, what is it, 200 more Rift pulls, taking forever. I am sick and tired of Guardians of the Rift at this point, but, you know, it is what it is. I gotta do what I gotta do to complete this log. I got 201 actually, and I'm just gonna start them off here. What we're looking for is 1 die that we don't have, and the pet. And obviously the pearls, we just crossed over the threshold to get the ring, and then after that 400, it's just 3,000, and we get that transmog thing, and then we are done for, yeah, I'm leaving Guardians of the Rift after that. I'm gonna sit back and chill and just watch the polls roll in. Man, I did not think that the story would last so long, or at least the first one. Kind of running out of these. My memory's not as good as it used to be, but I do remember the first time I became a rich player in RuneScape. It was around the Barrows release. probably a month or two after Barrows came out in the game. I was admittedly too low level to do Barrows. Back then, the super noob method that we were using, and actually even some of the higher level players were doing this, was you would block the Barrows brothers using another player. So you and a friend would duo Barrows. Basically, the way it works, you would set your player on the ground, which means you just set yourself in a place. The other person would have the Barrows brother lured on the other side of the Barrows casket, and then you would set yourself in between that Barrows brother and your friend. So then they would be able to safe spot the Barrows brother using you as an obstacle, and the Barrows brother back then, it wouldn't be able to go through you. They patched this after a little while because obviously it's like not really the way the minigame is intended to be played. For good reason, but that's how we did it. And I got a genius and admittedly very newbie idea to just like kind of hang around in the Darrock's cave for a little bit too long. I had planked there, and you know, he hits real big, and people just like weren't as good back then. And lo and behold, the biggest Chad I have ever seen in my entire life walks in. Homie is wearing full arums, dressed to the nines, and he's using a new spell that I have never seen before in RuneScape, the fire wave. I actually didn't even know what a blood rune was. It's just like a red teardrop. I just thought it was like an augmented water rune or something back then. Yeah, I was very newbie. But yeah, guy goes in there, he's killing Darrock, and out of nowhere, prayer drops. Beautiful. This is what I've been waiting for. Darrock smacks him a 50-something. Guy like tries to eat and then just followed up with a 46 for the KO. Just deleted out the game. Sit the fuck down, nerd. Go back to Lumbee. And the beautiful thing about the mechanics back then, there was no DDoSing problems, nothing like that. It was not easy scape. When you died, all your shit immediately dropped to the floor. Or maybe it was like a 1 minute delay. I don't really remember. It's been so long since they changed the death mechanics. But yeah, it was either instant or like a minute until they appeared. And your boy looted the entire thing. I had most of an Aram set. I had full Verax, which was my favorite set back then. Might probably still be the same one. The helm is dope, and I just loved the flail. It was so cool compared to the other weapons. And the big haul from this, like obviously the armor was huge on my noob ass account, but my friend dropped 6,700 blood runes, which at the time were 1,000 GP each. That's right, boys. Like your level 70 noob friend back in like 2007 has 10 mil on his account. I didn't even know what to do with it. I immediately bought an Abyssal Whip for like 3 mil.
Collection log slot.
Hell yeah. We got the last die. All we need is the pet, and that's everything from the pulls completed. We just need more pearls. Awesome to see. I would actually like one more die so I can dye the necklace. I've been looking through them all because of finally getting the dyes, but I think red is going to be what we're going with on those. Or 3 or 4 mil, which was like the going rate at the time. Slayer had recently come out, and I didn't have one immediately, but you know, it had dropped, and I loved that thing. And along with that, you know, you get all the like the suggestions from your friends, along with them not believing you that you have all this wealth all of a sudden. But I invested in Santa hats, which led to be a fantastic investment when I sold them for like 300 mil each years later. But anyways, I just remember going directly to Castle Wars with that whip just to flex, you know, like this newbie level 70 something, just like with a whip, just beasting on people at Castle Wars. It was beautiful. And yeah, shout out to that guy who I don't remember his name who died. I remember him running back and asking like, hey, like, did you get any of my stuff? Like, where's my stuff? Like, give my stuff back. I was like, buddy, all I got was your rune boots. Here, take them back. So, you know, probably not the most honest point in my life, but it was worthwhile. Okay, dope pull session here. We got our last die off the collection log. We actually went over rate on the Abyssal Pearls. We got to 812. I'm not sure exactly where it was at, but it had to be, I think it had like 40-ish pulls left. So in that last 40 or 30 to be safe, I know it's for sure more than 30. We didn't get a single pearl in that. So it was like weird Like I'm happy that we went over rate, but those last pulls were just not good. Ooh, got a hard clue. Cool. And a DMAD. Love to see it. Chucking this straight into mining. Hate mining. Worst skill in the game. Anyways, just gonna trade this over, get the Ring of the Elements, and that is a collection log slot. Can I sell it back? I cannot sell it back. How much is that worth? 1 mil. Cool. I guess we'll do a final price check here. Ooh, that's not what I want to price check. But I'll dump everything in there. Yeah, 2.4 mil if you're counting the 1.2-ish from the ring. Without the ring, we're looking at 1.3. Obviously, Guardians of the Rift, not a great moneymaker. It's just for the RC EXP, or the Runecrafting EXP, and the collection logs. So just gonna open up the collection log really quick. It's not green yet. Almost green. So yeah, all we need left now is the Guardian's Eye, which is 3,000 pearls, which is more than the total of what I've already had combined, and the Abyssal Protector. So yeah, getting close to finishing here, and not looking forward to doing any more of it, but gotta do what I gotta do. All right, I swapped out all of my dyes, and we are changing everything to the red set. I think it's the dopest one personally. Feel free to disagree, but I like it. I like it. It looks decent. Let's look at that. Hell yeah. I just need one more dye to get the amulet turned red, and that'll be sick.